Okay, so for this virtual assignment, you'll work on section 2, lesson 1, activities 1 and 9. So we did 2 through 8 in class, and then you'll do 9 and 10. And then you will move on to section 2, lesson 2, and you'll do the first 3 activities. So on lesson 2, these 3 activities, one of them is to read like 2 pages and then answer some questions. And then the third activity, there's no work to do. So I'm gonna click on virtual day and it'll take me to section 2, lesson 1. So this is where the majority of your virtual grade will come from this week. You'll get 5 points just for doing activity 1, and then it'll be graded for a 25-point assessment grade. And your prompt for your paragraph is, what was the biggest issue that divided America in the 1920s and why? Remember that these are some things to remember when you're writing your paragraph, and you can click on any of these resources to help you making a claim. If you need an idea for transitions, avoid using first and second person pronouns. So none of these. And then I give you an example of a claim for the prompt based on the sources. The biggest social issue in the 1920s was the women's movement because it impacted 50% of the population. So there's no wrong answer as long as you can support it. So you'll click on the resources and it takes you to the 1920s. You have an overview, a section on prohibition, a section on race relations, the women's movement, and then just some general information. So that's what you will use to answer these 4 questions and to write your paragraph. Then you will look at this map. There's nothing to do, but you still get a point for it. So you'll look at that map, and then 3 through 8 we did in class. So you'll go to 9 and 10, which is 17 through 28. So this is kind of a big chunk. It's 9 minutes in the recording. You'll answer these 3 questions. There will be a reading quiz for the reading portion of this assignment. So pages 17 to, I think it's like 30 maybe. We'll see when we get to the next one. So you'll finish 9 and 10. And then you'll go to section 2, lesson 2, and you're going to do 1, 2, and 3. So you're reading these 2 pages, and then this is just the pages that they just read. It's just a closer read of it to answer these 3 questions, and then you'll look at this map. So there's nothing to do with this either, or the map one from section 2, lesson 1. So the maps, they just want you to look at them. And then in class, we'll answer these. So don't worry about your activity 4. We'll do that in class, but make sure you read it because this will be part of your reading quiz too. So remember, it's just that first activity from section 2, lesson 1, and then 9 and 10 from that same lesson, lesson 1. And then you're going to flip to lesson 2 from section 2 and do 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Make sure that you do a good paragraph for this because that's where most of your points will come from.